Hello, friends. Good evening. Welcome to day 40. It's
Yes.
a wonderful journey so far. Welcome, friends. Hi, Archana.
Hello. How are
Yes.
you?
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Hi, Deepika. Hi, Nalini. Hi, Kiran, Preeti, Tirumal Garu, Pavani, Siri, Sureka. Welcome to day
Hello.
40.
Hi,
Yes.
Malika.
Yeah. Today we have wonderful guest with us, Master Bindu. She actually, I see her WhatsApp status and all. She's associated with she attends to various masters across the globe. She's involved in so many activities. Let us hear about her in her own words after the meditation. Today there is a slight change to our schedule. We'll do the meditation first, and then we'll go for the wisdom sharing. In that way, we can have wisdom sharing as long as we want, right? So, yeah, Master Bindu will be guiding us into meditation, and later on, she will be sharing about herself and the wonderful topic she's going to share. That's about divine matrix. So, friends, let us welcome Bindu Master. Hi, Bindu. You are on mute.
Yeah. Thank you, Malika. Hello, everyone. Namaste. Yes, I'm really excited. Day 40. So I'm just excited to be here. Thank you, Malika, for the invite. So, dear friends, let's all sit into meditation. Let's all take the most comfortable position. Completely relax your body. You can sit wherever you like, on your sofa, bed, chair, anywhere you like. You can sit in the most comfortable position and relax your body. Anyone wearing glasses or any smartwatches on your wrist, can you remove the glasses and you can wear them back after meditation? Fingers into fingers, take the most comfortable position and gently close your eyes. Take a deep in breath and an out breath. As you exhale any stress, any strain from your body and your mind. Gently bring your awareness to your nostrils and observe your most natural, gentle, soft in breath and out breath. With each and every in breath, observe and sense your body going into deeper and deeper state of relaxation. Relaxing your feet, relaxing your thighs, relaxing your tummy, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your neck, and relaxing your face. Bring a gentle smile on your face so the body knows you're in deep state of relaxation. The purpose of this meditation is to empty your mind without any thoughts. If you observe Any thoughts in your mind, gently bring your awareness back to your in breath and out breath. Observe your most natural, gentle, soft in breath and out breath. Completely withdraw yourself from the surroundings and bring the attention to the world within you. Forget your body, forget your mind, forget your family, forget your profession, and forget your belongings. Nothing exists at this point in time except your breath. Observe each and every in breath and out breath. As you withdraw yourself from your surroundings, bring your attention to the world within you to connect with your true self, your divine self. Meditation is a wonderful tool. It is a gift to oneself. This is a tool which helps you to connect with the divine within you. So let go of any thoughts in your mind and bring your attention to your in breath and out breath. If you observe any thoughts in your mind, gently bring your awareness back to your in breath and out breath. Be with the breath. Make your breath your best friend. Just be with it. Observe each and every in breath and out breath. If you observe any thoughts in your mind, gently bring your awareness back to your in breath and out breath. Be with your breath. Observe each and every in-breath and out-breath. If you observe any thoughts in your mind, bring your awareness to your in-breath and out-breath. It's now time to become no one, no thing, no place, and transcend beyond time and space to become pure consciousness. As you become pure consciousness, you enter into quantum energy field. Quantum energy field is a field of infinite possibilities and unlimited opportunities. Observe and sense a field of energy around your body. Surrender yourself to the greater mind. Feel this cosmic energy passing through your body. Feel the love energies. Sense the healing energies, abundance energies, passing through each and every cell of your body. Our body is a miracle machine. It has the power to heal itself. All it requires is silencing of your mind. Completely let go of your thoughts in your mind and surrender yourself to the greater mind. Let go of any fears. Let go of any thoughts in your mind and connect with the generous present moment. as you have released all your fears and anxiety. In this moment of awareness, I'd like you to bring your attention to the present moment and breathe into your heart. As you breathe into your heart, you activate the intelligence of the human heart. Breathe in nicely, gently, and deeply into your beautiful creative center, your heart center, and equally breathe out from your heart and feel your heart expanding with love, joy, gratitude, happiness, freedom, enlightenment. Again, breathe into your heart nicely, deeply, and softly, and expand out through your heart and feel yourself expanding with love, joy, happiness, and gratitude. And it's now time to express gratitude.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me.
Let's express gratitude to our parents, teachers, friends, neighbors, colleagues, to our family members, and each and every person who we have met in this lifetime.
I'm so grateful. 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 Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 I'm so grateful.
Let's express gratitude to the birds, the sun, the moon, the stars, the animals, and the fish. Let's express gratitude to our Mother Earth for giving a beautiful experience of life on this planet. Let's express gratitude to our body for working 24/7.
Gratitude before me, Gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, so grateful, so grateful.
And finally, let's express gratitude to the technology for bringing us all together today. Gratitude is the highest state of receivership. The more and more gratitude we express, more and more events into our life to be grateful for. In this state of awareness, I'd like you to bring your attention back to the present moment in the room you're currently in, and whenever you're ready, gently unlock your fingers, rub your palms for a few seconds, place them on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And then gently open your eyes with a beautiful smile on your face.
Thank you very much, Bindu, for the wonderful meditation. It was so deep.
Thank you, Malika.
Yeah, let's go into the wisdom sharing part, Bindu.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, everyone. I hope you all are back from meditation. So I'm going to go into the wisdom sharing. So as Malika requested, just a few words about me. My name is Bindu Bodhanapu and I'm basically from London. I'm a chartered accountant by profession and I used to work for Tesco headquarters here in Welland Garden City. I resigned my job last week purely because I'm very much passionate into doing what I'm doing currently. I'm a life coach. I'm a spiritual transformation life coach, inner child therapist, energy healer, and a heart math certified coach. So I love helping people and I like to bring in science and spirituality. I've been working with many scientists across the globe. I was very fortunate enough to meet Dr. Bruce Lipton, who endorsed me for the work I'm doing. I've met Greg Braden, Lynn McDarrett, Dr. David Hamilton, and many more scientists. So this is all about me. And today's topic is going to be about the divine matrix. It's one of my favorite topic, and this is written by Greg Braden. And I have met Greg Braden, and it is one wonderful book that I would request all of you to read it. It is truly amazing. So in the short time that we have, I'm just going to share my screen and present the PPT. But by all means, do ask me questions. I'll try my best to answer everything as much as I can. It is a very heavy topic, but I hope it's okay on a Sunday evening. It's quite late as well. But I'll do my...
Please feel free, Bindu, however you would like to present. We are okay with the time.
Okay.
And we love to listen to this wonderful topic. So, yeah. Friends,
Okay,
if you this will be recorded in the YouTube. If you have commitments after the time has passed, please feel free to leave. Thank you, friends. Yes, Bindu. Thank you. Please.
Okay. Thanks, Malika. Okay, so the topic for today is the divine matrix. So what is this divine matrix? I'm going to talk about the divine matrix. What is the characteristics of divine matrix? How can we connect to this matrix? What is human consciousness, holographic nature of the universe, and the language to communicate to the divine matrix? And how can we use this field of energy for healing, peace, relationships, and for anything that we want. What are the current realities in the world and the fears, and how can we rewrite the reality? So it's a little bit longer, but I'll try my best to be as precise as I can. So the origin of the matrix, there's something called the divine matrix. So as you all know, there was a big bang that happened many years ago. So this happened 13 to 20 billion years ago. When there was a big bang explosion that took place, there was a web of energy. It just exploded, and this created a web of energy in the universe. The scientist called Max Planck, he identified this as a matrix. So he called it a matrix. So this is what we are calling here as a divine matrix. So the divine matrix is nothing but the container for the universe. So the universe is actually existing within this matrix, and it is a bridge between our inner world and the outer world. So you must have heard the phrase, our inner world creates our outer world. When I first heard it, I was very much baffled. What does that mean? But you will understand today, what does this exactly mean? So the bridge between our inner world and the outer world, the mirror that reflects our day-to-day, everyday thoughts, feelings, emotions, and belief system. So this divine matrix is a field of energy that is surrounding us. So it is, we are inside that field of energy. So this is a field that is creating our outer world, because whatever we are thinking, how is it creating our outer world? It is creating our outer world through the thoughts, feelings, emotions, conscious and subconscious belief system. So what is the characteristics of this divine matrix? The field originated when the creation did. So we don't know when the universe was created, right? But this field of energy was there since the universe was existing, is existing as well, right? And it appears everywhere. So there is nowhere that this field doesn't exist. So it is appearing everywhere. This field responds to the power of human emotions. The most important quality of this field is it responds to the human emotion. So whatever you're feeling inside you, either it can be joy, happiness, or anger, guilt, shame, it is responding to that human emotion. The other day, when I went to the conference, Dr. Bruce Lipton was saying the field is nothing but the spirit, or we call it God. So that is the relevance in scientific terminology. The field is nothing but the God. So now, friends, I'd like you to really take a very, very close look at this picture. What do you see here? Here you can see an artist painting an art. So what is happening here in this art? You can see that the artist is actually painting his own picture, right? So in the divine matrix, we are like the artists expressing our deepest passions, fears, dreams, and desires through the living essence of the quantum canvas. So this, if you imagine this field of energy is like a quantum canvas. It's a canvas, okay? So whatever we are feeling inside us is actually creating a reality. So if you look at the picture, this is exactly what it is. Within the divine matrix, the separation between the art and the artist disappears. That means there is no difference. We ourselves are creating a reality. Okay, so we are the canvas as well as the image upon it, and also the tools as well as the artist using them. So here we ourselves are creating our own reality. Our ability to use the divine matrix intentionally and creatively suddenly empowers us to alter everything in our life. So what that means is, so when we know that we ourselves are creating our own reality, when we have this knowledge, we can empower ourselves, right? With positive thinking, positive thoughts, we can create our own reality. Otherwise, what would we be doing? We would be thinking about the same emotions. We would be thinking about the same incidents that happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and we will be brooding over the past. But what happens when you're brooding over the past? You yourself are creating your own reality again. So, this is how this field of energy around us is responding to your thoughts, feelings, emotions, conscious and subconscious beliefs. The divine matrix works like a great cosmic screen. So, like I said, this field of energy is that cosmic screen, and we ourselves are painting our image with our thoughts and feelings and emotions. It's very important to understand that. So now, when this web of energy after the Big Bang happened, this energy that got exploded, it created a web of energy that is connecting everything, right? So we all have been originated from the same energy that came through the Big Bang. So, everything in the universe, that is why when you hear the term in spiritual science very much, we all are connected, we all are one. How is that possible? It's possible only because we all have come from the same Big Bang and we all are connected in this quantum energy field. And now this universe is participatory. What that means is the universe is responding to your thoughts. Universe is a living organism. It's not something non-living. It is actually a living organism and is responding to our thoughts. The act of focusing our consciousness is the act of creation. Consciousness creates. That means whatever you're thinking, what is consciousness? Thoughts, feelings, emotions, and belief systems, right? Wherever you put your consciousness, you're creating that. If you put your energy into something, like again, you would have heard, according to quantum physics, we are 99.999% energy and not 0.0001% matter. So wherever attention goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation begins, right? It's the same principle. So the act of focusing our consciousness is the art of creation, the act of creation. So that is what we are creating in life. So now the example I like to give you, the scientists, because the field of energy is actually responding to your thoughts, right? So now what the scientists did, the scientists are very clever, they're very intelligent, and then they were trying to figure out what is the smallest particle in the universe. So they thought it's the electron, proton, neutron, photon. So they thought it is one of them. But then the more and more they investigated, the universe started expanding. They could never find the smallest particle. The more and more they were looking, they were able to find the smaller and the smaller particle. Why? Because the universe is participatory. What is the focus here? What is the act? Because they're trying to find the particle. They didn't say this is the particle. They're trying to find the particle. So because they're trying to find it, universe also kept on expanding. So again, the same thing, the universe is participatory wherever you put your attention. So the more and more now we talk about inflation, the more and more we talk about recession, we are creating our own reality. So it's better not to talk about those things because whatever is happening, but every thought you and me are thinking is impacting the universe and it is becoming a reality. So now we have the power. It basically says that we have all the power we need to create all the changes we choose. So that means because this field of energy is responding to us based on our thoughts, feelings, or emotions, we now know that we have the power. We all know we are gods. We are spiritual beings come to this planet Earth for a human experience. So now we have all the power and we need to create what we want, choosing our own thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So Albert Einstein said, to tap the force of the universe, we must see ourselves as a part of the world rather than separate from it. So now this is what I said earlier, that we all are part of the universe. We are not separate from the universe. Whatever you and me are thinking is actually creating a reality in the universe. Einstein firmly believed that the past and future are intimately entwined, and the stuff it's basically what he's saying is there is no separation. We all are intertwined in this energy field. So whatever we are thinking, it is actually creating the reality. The focus of our awareness becomes the reality of the world. Just like I said, the more and more focus you talk about inflation, you talk about recession, you talk about COVID, it is actually becoming a reality of the world. So like you watch the news, you're hearing about the same stuff over and over, so you're actually putting your energy there. So this is how it is. The holographic nature, so one of the principle of the universe is the holographic nature. So what is a hologram? So basically, if you look at for example, you take a mirror, right? You take a mirror, you take a mirror, and you see the same picture. Even if it's a mirror is pieces, right? And if you even if it's a mirror is it's in full piece, and then you look at the sky, what do you see in the mirror? You see the sky, you see the birds, you see the clouds, or whatever. And if the mirror is broken, and then even the smallest particle of that mirror, if you reflect into the sky, what do you see? You see the same thing. You see the sky, the clouds, and whatever you're reflecting, you are seeing the same thing. So basically, what it means is the holographic. The holographic, in sometimes the piece of something mirrors a whole of something. So what that means is even a smallest piece reflects the bigger picture. So I hope you understood. Even you take the one whole mirror and reflect, you see the same picture. Even you take a small particle of the mirror and reflect, you see the same picture. So the holographic nature means it actually reflects something of the bigger. So this not only applies to our bodies, but also our lives and the universe. So that means whatever you and me, because we are in the holographic universe, so whatever you and me are thinking is actually impacting the universe. And then the brain's function as a holographic information processor. The scientists are saying our brain actually functions as a holographic information processor. In 1972, what they did, they basically wanted to test this out. How does it work? How does our minds are connected? What is that how can we test it out? So in 1942, 24 cities within US, with a population of 10,000, experienced a change in the communities when a few of the percentage, so there is about 100 people participated in the study. So what they did, uh, there's about 100 people, they actually sat and meditated. Okay, because what is the act, what is the thought, this is called the Maharishi's effect. What they did was, so these people sat into meditation every day. And when they sat into meditation, group meditation, it actually impacted the world due to the holographic nature of the universe. So, how did the scientists test this? When these groups of people, so they took about 2,000 volunteers from different countries, different cities within US, 24 cities. What they did is they basically all of them sat and meditated. When they meditated, they saw the impact in the cities. What did they see? They saw that the crime rate have come down. They saw that the theft has come down. They saw the mental disorders has been reduced, nervous system disorders have reduced, and the people going into the hospitals have reduced. They're seeing a huge shift in the society. So now you can imagine what we all are doing. So because when I started my meditation journey, I basically saw that it's a oneness meditation, and as a part of light workers group, we used to basically meditate, and I was thinking, how come a small population meditating can change the world? This is the scientific evidence. Because of the holographic nature of the universe, even though it is a small number of people meditating, we all are impacting the universe for a better cause. So this is a scientific way that they have proved that doesn't matter whatever is happening in the world, we still have the power to change it positively. So these people have done the transcendental meditation practice, and then they saw a huge shift in the society, where the hospital admissions have reduced, and there is theft reduced, crime rate reduced, and much more. So now there is a formula to achieve peace in the world. We all are doing this meditations just not only for ourselves, but also to basically impact the universe, because we wanted peace. We wanted world peace, right? That is the reason we're doing. So here, scientists have discovered that there is a formula. If there is something chaos happening in the world, but we can also contribute to the peace in the world. How is it possible? So, for example, in a city of 1 million people, the total is about 100 people is enough to basically create an impact. So that means in the world currently of 6 billion people, only 8,000 people are enough to create an impact in the world, which is the square root of 1% of the population. And this calculation represents only the minimum needed to begin the process. The more people are involved, the faster the effect is created. So the more and more people join in doing this meditation, we are actually positively impacting the universe. What we are doing is a great job. Just not only for us, we trying to meditate. Obviously, again, Lynn McTarrant, she's another New York bestseller, and she has written 8 books, and all of those 8 books are actually bestsellers. And one of the book called The Intention Experiment, she has done something called Intention Experiment, where there's a group of people came together with an intention to heal a particular area. So other day we were participating in this experiment to heal a place in Iran where there's a chaos happening. So they have seen a significant change in that area because there is an intention that has been sent out to the universe. Remember, we all, every thought we are thinking is contributing to the universe, is impacting the universe. So this intention experiment is a positive intention where we are sending out peace, healing to the world. So the healing and the peace is actually taking place. This has been completely proved. You could go and search on Google. Lynn McTarrant is the name of the author, who I've met her and I've been working with her as well. So this is how it works. This is because of the holographic nature of the universe. And then another important one, once something is joined, it is always connected, whether it remains physically linked or not. So, because we all came from the Big Bang and we all are connected together, since we all have been connected together, we will stay connected even though we are not physically next to each other. But how are we connected? We are connected through this web of energy. So because we are connected, so for example, I like to give you an example. So if somebody is unwell, what happens when we know one of a relative in India probably is unwell? So what do? We sit here and we send out love, healing prayers for them, and you see that person would be healed. How is this happening? It is happening because of the thoughts we are sending out, the healing prayers we are sending out, and feeling as if they have already recovered. So this is all actually getting impacted, and you see that impact already. You would have seen this impact happening in your day-to-day life. So, living in a reflected reality, everything that will happen in our life will show up before in our surroundings. So, one of this experiment that the scientists have proved is that because of the holographic nature of the universe, and we are connected to the whole universe, the oneness, right? So they said that this everything we are doing right now is actually, when whatever is happening in our life, even before something is about to happen, they say that it will show up. So if you see, I think probably you would remember, or you would recall, the dogs barking if something is going to happen. There is signs in the universe that you would see before something major is going to happen, right? This is what it is. They have done an experiment where before 9/11 took place, they have done a research where the universe already shown signs that something major is going to happen, which is the 9/11 incident has shook the world, right? The scientists actually have done a research, and they have shown that there is something major is going to happen. So there are signs in the universe where you would actually know even something is going to happen. So it's not only in the world, even in our personal life you would see some signs. So I like to give you a case study. So here there is the dog, the owner has a dog, and the dog had an ill health. And because, how is this happening? This is happening because the field of energy that the owner is about to reflect. So because it is a pet dog, obviously the owner actually is developing something in her health. But because the dog is the owner's pet, obviously, because they're in the same field of energy, the dog started attracting that illness. And once the owner got healed, the pet got immediately healed. So this is how it works. Because we are in the same, like Dr. Bruce Lipton says, none of the diseases are caused because of the genes. They're caused because of the environment you live in. And you must have read the book Biology of Beliefs, where he says there is no cancer gene in the body. It is only because of the environment you live in. So at times I take case studies to Dr. Bruce, and one time, a couple of times, so I'll give you one example. So there is a child in India who's suffering from spinal muscular atrophy, and the drug in India costs about 1 crore Indian rupees. So I took this case study and asked him, how can we help this child who's suffering from this very dangerous genetic disorder? And then Dr. Bruce said, don't even go towards medicine. Medicines won't heal. But because now, see, the most important thing which was really blew my mind up was, doctor said that whenever the parents, because the field of energy, if the child is with the parents and the parents are with the child, what are the thoughts the parents are thinking? When they look at the child, they feel hopelessness, they feel resentment, they feel, sad, right? So we have 50 trillion cells in the body. Each and every cell in the body has consciousness, and each and every cell is responding to the thoughts. And these cells have receptors, and these receptors are receiving energy from the environment, right? And they're receiving information from the environment. So when the parents look at the child, and they look at the child with hopelessness, the cells in the body goes into prognosis. They feel hopeless. The parents does not even have to communicate with a single word. Their thoughts that they're emitting is good enough for the cells to get that information. So it is so important that we really be mindful of the thoughts. So the Dr. Bruce Lipton said, ask, the parents have to be coaches for the child. They need to be the coaches and tell him who he is, in the sense that we all are powerful creators who come to this planet Earth to co-create. But what are we doing? We're giving away the power. We are having strong belief system that we have inherited from our parents and the grand ancestors, right? So it is so important that he said that ask the child to cycle, pedal a bike, although he says that, he can't move his legs, but he's saying ask the child to pedal, tell him who he is. Every cell responds to our own thoughts. Dr. Joe Dispenza said every thought you're thinking is biologically, neurologically, chemically, physiologically changing the chemistry of the cell of your body. So every thought you're thinking is actually creating a chemistry in your body. So we have to be so careful what you're thinking. So sometimes we think of something negative, and you can just test for your own self, right? What happens? You would see your cells contracting. Whereas if you're expressing gratitude, um, freedom, enlightenment, how do you feel? You feel your cells expanding. So this is exactly how it is. Bob Proctor, again, one of my mentor, he says our body is dummy. Body does not do anything. Everything is coming from your subconscious mind. Everything starts with the thought. Thoughts leads to stress if it is negative, and stress leads to anxiety. Anxiety leads to depression. Depression leads to disintegration. So this is how it is. So we have to be very mindful of what we are thinking. It is called a mental diet. As we eat food, it is food diet, but mental diet is very important. Mindful of what we are putting into our mind. So watching TV, listening to something which is negative, reading newspapers which is negative. So all this is mental diet. We're taking all that information into a system. So now there's another case study where there's a couple who had a big blast in their garage. The water pipe just broke. Okay, so the scientist asked, what is happening in your life? And they said, we have a real problem in our relationship. My life is like a pressure cooker. So because that thoughts they're emitting is so negative, things in the house started showing the symptoms or the signs. So there was a blast of the water pipe. So that means everything is getting impacted with the thoughts we are thinking. So if your mind is very stressful, you would see that things in the house already could be anything. You'll start having problems. So again, law of attraction. What does law of attraction says? Whatever you're thinking and feeling is what you're going to attract in life, right? It is the same thing, same principle. It's a law of the universe. So it is so important to compose ourselves, to be in that state of awareness where your thoughts are only filled with gratitude, joy, happiness. The emotional scale. I'm sure you all must have looked at the emotional scale. We want to be vibrating higher, not at the lower level. Again, Dr. David Hawkins, if you have read the book Letting Go, I think he said, COVID is only attracted to the people who are vibrating at a very low emotional scale. Anger, jealousy, greed, shame, guilt. Those are the negative emotions, very low level emotions. If you're vibrating at, COVID is something has the same frequency. Every thought you're thinking has a frequency and it vibrates in the universe with a certain frequency. And then you are going to attract events into your life of the same nature. So now, the modes of prayer. So this is a very important topic. Again, how do we communicate to the divine matrix? The modes of prayer, as you know, what are the prayers? Informal prayer. Sometimes we go to the car park, we don't find the space in the car park. We ask God, oh God, I need a parking space, right? So that is an informal prayer. Petitionary prayer. So your son or daughter is doing exams, we ask God, oh, my daughter should pass the exam, and whatever we ask for somebody else is a petitionary prayer. Meditational prayer is sometimes when we chant mantras during meditation, that is called a meditational prayer by chanting Hare Krishna mantra, whatever. It is a prayer. Ritualistic prayer is something that we do which is involving very lot of rituals, right? And then the mode of prayer, or the lost mode of prayer, which has been forgotten. This has been this is what has been said in the Bible, but this has been completely removed, because that is something very powerful. But then the scientists found this information. What is that mode of prayer? Is the feeling prayer. That is feeling in the heart as if it's already been done. So all these prayers that you're asking for, but here the fifth or the last mode of prayer, the lost mode of prayer is feeling. So whatever. So for example, you want your daughter to pass the exam. Instead of asking, here we're feeling as if she's already passed the exam. That is the mode of prayer. Okay, so how do we speak to this divine matrix? How does this divine matrix understand the language? Feeling is the language that speaks to the divine matrix. Feel as if your wish is already answered, or your wish goal is already accomplished. So if you want something in life, do not ask, feel. I don't know if you've read books from Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard is known as the father of manifestation. He was in 1800s. He's one of the most wonderful author, and he's written so many books, and all these books are like gold. And every book he talks about the feel as if feeling is a secret. It's a book, name of the book, if you want to read, that is the book. He says you should feel, not even ask, feel as if it's been accomplished. You wish your goal has been accomplished. When you feel, what happens? If I talk a little bit more, when you feel as if something has happened, what is your state? You're in a state of joy, happiness, freedom, right? Your heart is elevated. And in talking in terms of the quantum physics, your thoughts are electric, feelings are magnetic, right? So when you're feeling as if the wish is accomplished, that means thoughts send the signal out, heart brings the event back into the feelings, bring the event back into your life. So when you're feeling as if your wish is accomplished, that means you're drawing that event into your life. So that is how it works. So divine matrix, the language to speak to the divine matrix is feeling, feel as if. So there's another case study. So again, there is a story of a man who wanted the rain. There in New Mexico, there was no rain for ages. So this man wanted rain. So he goes to this land, and then the man prays. So he goes with a friend, and he asks, okay, I want to take you because there's no rain for a long time. So we want to go and pray. So this man goes to that place, and he doesn't, he just stands there, and then he comes back. And so the author asks him, I didn't see you praying. He says, no. The man says, I prayed with the feeling. So that means I felt in my heart that there was rain, there is mud in the ground, my clothes are soaked, I hear the sound of the rain, I smell the mud, the fresh mud when it is raining, right? So using all your senses, 5 senses, hearing, touch, taste, smell, and sense, you really need to feel everything, whatever you want. So this is the secret. Again, Neville Goddard talks a lot about this. So it's wonderful. He's a wonderful author. I recommend all his books. So feeling is the secret. So even if you want rain, you just feel as if the rain is already there. So what happened in reality, there was a real big flood that happened, and this was not even predicted. And then it was a miracle, and it was raining, and there was flood, and there was traffic jam and everything. So basically, it's a feeling that can achieve everything. Feel as if your prayer is answered, your body is healed, your perfect relationship is here, your abundance is present. Invoke your senses. So you don't ask when you want something, you don't ask the field of energy, you just feel as if you have already accomplished everything. When you feel, you bring it, becomes a reality, you manifest it. So that is how the language the divine matrix understand. So another example or a case study, there was a lady who had tumor, and the tumor, the doctors looked at her and they said, your tumor is at the final stage and we cannot do anything. If you want, you can go and do some alternate healing. So this lady comes to the Buddhist monks, and the lady, now the Buddhist monks, there was a videographer who was actually videoing, and the Buddhist monks surround around her. She was lying on a bed, and all these Buddhist monks are around her. And then they just say a prayer. What is it? It's done, it's done, it's done. That means in their heart, they're feeling as if the lady is healed. And miraculously, this lady's tumor has been healed within 2 minutes and 40 seconds. That's amazing, right? 2 minutes 40 seconds, the Buddhist monks healed her. And again, Buddhist monks are somebody, it can only be done without judgment. So what that means is, you don't judge any person. Oh, why did this lady get the tumor? Did she do something wrong? We don't judge anyone. It is they accept everyone as they are, and without judgment, they healed her. It is putting their egos aside, right? So this is how the divine matrix works. You can heal your bodies, you can manifest healthy relationships, you can bring in abundance into your life, and also you can achieve whatever you want. We all are connected to everything and everything, everyone and everything in the universe. Therefore, everything one does as an individual will also impact the whole world. Your thoughts, words, images, prayers, blessings and deeds are listened to, all that is. So basically what they're saying is, whatever you're thinking, whatever you're feeling, your thoughts, prayers, images, you're thinking in your mind, and even blessings, it's listened to, all that is. Who is that all that is? It is that intelligence or God, whatever name we can give them. Dr. Bruce Lipton says that field of energy is nothing but God. So everything is listened to. So we have to be so careful. It's fine when we are blessing someone, it's fine we are actually praying for somebody, but if we are sending negative thoughts, it is very important for us to be mindful of. So John Wheeler is again a scientist. We are creating the universe as we go. So like I said, the more and more we talk about things, the universe will start behaving. It is participatory. So if you keep talking about COVID, it is getting bigger. If you talk about inflation, it's getting bigger. If you talk about anything else, so it is the universe is expanding. Universe is expanding to provide the needs of the people. So that is why the universe is getting bigger and bigger. So we are creating the universe as we go. How are we creating the universe? We are creating the universe with the thoughts, feelings, emotions, conscious and subconscious belief systems. So again, something more important that Dr. Bruce says, people need to know what is happening. So this is something very interesting. So Dr. Bruce Lipton says that the next sixth mass extinction is underway. So scientists are saying, because we have seen a lot of animals being extinct, we see a lot of birds being extinct. Why is this happening? This is happening because of the human thoughts. Thoughts are powerful. We sending out to the universe. So They said that by 2048, there will not be any seafood available, which is scary, right? Which is not very far away. So, everything that we are doing is actually impacting the universe. So, we have to be careful of not sending any negative thoughts into the universe. All we can send is prayers, healing of our Mother Earth, because universe is a living organism. It is participatory. It's listening to your thoughts. So now let's understand how are we actually creating this? How are we creating this universe? So there are fears. It is all because of the fear. Universal fear, separation and abandonment. So that means we are always scared because one of the fear is separation. We are separated from the we don't know who our next door neighbor is. Sometimes we don't know, we don't trust other people, right? It is universal fear of separation. That is why we are divided into countries. We are not together, we are fighting with other countries. It's all because of separation and abandonment. So some of the times so if I go back to inner child, basically the child gets abandoned at a young age in various occasions. So that causes very deep rooted trauma in the child. And as they grow up, these suppressed emotions have to be, they kind of put up a mask to protect some themselves, right? So they feel abandoned as they grow up. And there is a lot of repercussion that happens when the child feels that. Second universal fear is low self worth. This is again coming from the inner child issues. So, when the child has been criticized by the parents all the time and they are being, they're not being praised and they're not being rewarded, the child feels very unworthy. Low self worth is the reason because of the parenting. Parenting plays a huge role in this day and age because the children who are going to grow up are going to be the future generation of the world. And we as parents play a huge role in shaping those citizens of the future generation. So, again, love based parenting, conscious parenting is something which is very important. So, low self worth is caused because when the child is not praised at a young age, who's been always criticized, or if the parent is actually a perfectionist, then the child thinks, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough. So, these are the things that happen. Third universal fear is surrender and trust. So the child who comes to this earth plane comes with the trusting the parents. When the parents does not give enough attention to the children, that's when the children feel abandoned and then they lose trust on the parent. So this is why it is important to give them that undivided attention. All that the child needs is that undivided attention. And then rewriting. So these are the fears. Because of these fears, as I said, this is why the whole world is fighting with each other. Why is this wars happening? Because they don't trust each other. One cannot surrender to another, right? There's a lot of ego. So this is why this is all happening in the universe. So, how can we rewrite the story? This is what is happening in the current reality, but how do we rewrite the reality? So, Dr. Bruce says cooperation, not competition. So, we do not need to compete with another person, right? Because the universe is abundant, universe is expanding to give whatever you want. So why do you need to compete? And again, this should come from parenting as well, where that if in the traditional old style parenting, we have been taught to compete, be first in the class. What for? What is the benefit of being first in the class? I don't see any benefit being first in the class. It only develops ego in the child, right? So, cooperation, we need to teach children to cooperate, help other children, right? Kindness. Kindness is a medicine, love is a healer. So again, Dr. David Hamilton, which I work with, he says that kindness is a medicine. People who has heart problems are caused because they lack compassion and kindness and love. If somebody wants to heal their heart problems, they need to be more kind. Even the arteries in the heart also expands when you show kindness and compassion. How important being kind and compassionate. Now, cooperation and not competition. Understanding the universe, understand the universal laws. This has completely been missed off from the mainstream education. We have only been taught about law of gravity, but there's so many universal laws that are in the universe. Law of cause and effect, which is law of karma, law of attraction, law of gestation. There's so many laws of the universe that we haven't been told about. So that is how we need to understand, how does the universe work? How can we, like the divine matrix, how is it working? So then we don't let out any thoughts of negativity. We use that energy to manifest. Unity instead of separation. Yes, we need unity and not separation. So we need to teach how can we unite rather than separate. Changing our beliefs and limitation. We need to change our beliefs because these belief systems are coming from our parents and the ancestors. So we need to change our belief system. So there's so many belief systems that are formed before the age of 7. Until the age of 7, our subconscious mind is wide open. So whatever is happening in their surroundings, from the parents, teachers, society, we absorb it because it's wide open. And this creates a belief systems, and beliefs, hard coded belief systems become, we call it paradigms. Paradigms are those deep rooted programming in our subconscious mind. So when these belief system, it is so hard. So if a child is brought up in a family who's always been, having a very lack mindset, for example, who's always been taught about being um, greedy, not sharing, not helping others, the child, when he grows up as an adult, he has that same mindset. He does not want to help other people. He want to compete. He want to be superior, and all that. So everything is coming from our parents. The belief systems especially come from our parents and the ancestors. Conscious parenting. So conscious parenting is the most important topic, and it's the need for the hour. As a parent, we have the whole responsibility, not only for our children but also to the world, because whatever we are doing is impacting the whole world. So conscious parenting is a must. Conscious parenting is an art of love based parenting. There is a difference between the traditional old parenting, where the parent is an authority, whereas in conscious parenting the child has that democracy to do what they want. And in conscious parenting, the parent looks at the child as a teacher. In traditional parenting, the parent is the teacher. It is one way. But in conscious parenting, we look at the child as a spirit who's come to teach us a lesson. So we need to embrace conscious parenting. It is the way to give them freedom. We are not confining them. There is no discipline. In conscious parenting, it is guidance. We show them, we tell them, we guide them, and it is up to them what they want. We accept the child as he is. We don't compete, or we don't compare a child with another child, because we all are unique. We all are spiritual beings, and we come with different intelligence, different skills, creativity. So there's no cookie cutter method for parenting, right? So it is a conscious parenting, accepting a child as he is. And then awareness, the power of awareness. Again, there's a book written by Neville Goddard called The Power of Awareness, a wonderful book. I would recommend all of you to read it. It is a small book, and it is truly amazing to bring what are you thinking? How are you feeling? How are you creating your reality? So awareness, being in the state of awareness, because otherwise we are creating a lot of impact to our children because we lack awareness, we lack consciousness. So awareness, what are we being? You keeping a conscious mind as a gatekeeper to all the thoughts. If you have any negative thoughts, we don't entertain that. Only we entertain positive thoughts. So being in the state of awareness all the time. Okay, and then moving on, human body is made up of 50 trillion cells. Like I said earlier, each and every cell has consciousness, and each and every cell responds to your environment. If the cells are in harmony, the body is functional. If not, it leads to autoimmune diseases. So Dr. Bruce Lipton says we are not one body. He says we are a community of 50 trillion cells. So just like a way, there is a community, who is actually working along each other. We have to live as a community in the whole world. If the cells start fighting with each other, what happens? We get autoimmune diseases, right? In the same way, we human beings have to live in this world as a community, not separated from each other. So this is what we learn from the cells. Okay, so yeah, I think I'll stop there because I've been talking for a while. And yeah.
It's wonderful.